Hello, hello, hello. So as the first of our spotlights we want to do on some of these male body and armor replacers, I want to take a look at HIMBO Norse God vanilla presets. Now this is about 269 megabytes. This is ported by Lord Grima. And let's see, the original credit goes to Christ or Christ or Christ, I'm not sure how to say that name, and Novelist. And then there's also some credit given to M4 Ruko. I'm not going to get into the details because I don't know all the details. What we are going to do is we're going to hop into the game, we're going to create a new character, and then we're going to take them. You can't see them as well in the alternate start dungeon, in the abandoned prison. So what I'm going to do is take them to the cheat room, and then I'll show you everything there, okay? Alright, so see you in the game in a moment. Alright, so this is our new character that we created here and looked at with the himbo here. You might recognize him. He's basically the same as I've used in the past and I've given different names to. I think I called him Mike again here. Anyway, I want to show you the body. You can do a thin body, and you can do a thicker body. Now I have a different mod that gives me different skin tones. So if you don't use that mod, the character editor mod, you may not have all these skin tones. This body does not. I don't think this is its own texture. I think this texture, I'm not sure if this is the vanilla texture or not. I know I've turned off my texture mods and I will show you that. But the main thing here you're seeing is this body mesh the way it is. And then the other things we want to look at is the armors and weapons, right? Well, the armors, really. The armors are fitted to this body. So like here. Now notice, like I said, I'm not using any special skin texture, so just be aware of that. I'm going to do some subsequent shows. I'm using Master B's body and textures, and I want to see how that looks. And then, of course, you can do the helm. I forgot the helm. But nonetheless, you get the idea. I'm going to throw some of this off. But this is made to fit this body. Now, I bet... Okay, I don't see it here. That's fine. The banded armor and shield. Oh, I didn't mean to put on the shield, really. That's the banded armor. Anyway, it's all made to fit this body. Even the clothes are made to fit this body. And you can tell this is a pretty good body mesh. I think it looks good. You don't have to have your guy be as buff as I do. That's what I like to do, so that's what I do. But this gives you a good idea of how things will look. If you do the robes, you just, still be a manly dude in robes, which is cool. The blacksmith. Oh, they've given him pants. Is that normal? Are those pants normal or are they different? I don't know. Looks good though. I like the look. I'll just say it like that. Yeah, I like the way they made the blacksmith outfit look. That's nice. So, we didn't give him his shoes. Sorry about that, guy. No shoes for you. Then the blades. This should all be fitted to this body. Looks good. I like the blade outfit. I don't really care much for the bone mold, but we're going to show it to you. I think it's... I guess they did what they could. It's still the bone mold. That's all I'm going to say about that. We can do some boots here to go with his robes. Just trying to give you a quick idea, rundown of things. All the chef's tunic. There you go. The chef is ready to go. The chitin is not great either, but it is what it is. I don't, again, not very impressed, but That's me. You may like these, and that's fine. But, yeah. It's made to fit this body, though. Here's some different clothes that your person can wear. I'm not going to go terribly through all of these. Just going to do a quick rundown. We're just trying to make sure everything works well. I think all of these look good, you know? They all look pretty good. He probably needs shoes. Here, we'll give him some boots. There we go. But I think all the outfits look good. You get some different boots here you can try, and some robes. Again, all of this should be fitted to this body. And all of it looks pretty good to me. It depends on what you like. I think that's a good outfit myself. Oh, the cultist. Let's be the cultist. Ooh. That looks a little too buff, doesn't it? Doesn't it look too big? I mean, in a way. It's fun, but it also looks a little exaggerated. But that's cool. That's still fun. I think it's supposed to be. I think part of their idea with this was to make you a little extra buff, you know. Now there, it looks like he shrunk down a little bit, doesn't it? But overall, I'd say he looks good. This still looks good. Yeah, that's still good. The Daedric. Again, back to the super buff. This is the big version. It looks good, though. I'm not sure. I may have my invisible helmets on. For our purposes right now, the helmets don't matter anyway, so it's really not a big deal. You can look at the different Dawn Guard. That looks good. And then the other version. They look good. These are good versions. They look nice. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with the light armor. That looks good. Oh, let's look at that one. This is light armor. It looks a lot like the heavy one, just with one shoulder instead of two. And then, I like that one, I think, the best. Yeah, let's see if we look at our dragon plate. I don't think that's remarkably different, is it? Dragon scale. No, they're just fit to this body. They're fine. I wasn't really expecting anything, you know, but that anyway. Again, fit to this body. We're just trying to make sure everything works like it should, right? That looks good. Oh, let's check the ebony mail. Yep, looks good. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay. Elven. Yeah, he looks a bit buffer in this, doesn't he? Looks bigger. And that's the idea. You're supposed to look bigger and chunkier and, you know, all that, so that's good. Let's see. Look at the light armor. Still, even without some of the other stuff, you still look bigger. You know, bigger and beefier and chunkier. Let's see. Let's look at the embellished robes. I guess we can drop these for the moment. Let's see what people are going to look like in their robes. Now again, I'm not using a texture here, so there's no skin texture. We'll see about that. But for right now, we're just... Yep, those are the fine boots. Woo! So fine, so fine. The outfit looks pretty good on him, really, though. That looks pretty good. Yeah, so I think they did a good job with these. This mod's a little bigger than some of the others, but from what I'm seeing, it looks pretty good. It might be worth a whirl. Yeah, this is pretty cool in its own right. It depends on what you like, but I kind of like this look. Let's see. Let's look at the robes. We'll give him some regular boots and get rid of the gauntlets there. Yeah, those look good. The gray robe. Oh, sorry, graybeards. That's what we're going to see. There we go. Even they will look a little beefier, a little chunkier. And then your Thieves Guild stuff will look like that. Will these hoods show for me? Not right now. I'm using that invisible armor thing, so don't worry about that. Unless you use that, you'll be able to see yours. That looks good, doesn't it? Your bandits will look beefier and meatier and meaner and tougher. That's a good thing. Maybe the Imperials will look a little better. Yeah, that looks pretty stout. So let's go with the light. Since this is both a body and armor show, this is taking a little longer than some other shows, but I think it's worth showing you some of these things so that you can get an idea if you like this or not. And we're just going through this quickly. I'm not trying to take too much time. I don't know if this will look much different. Maybe a little. It looks a little different. Again, just remember, I'm not using any special texture. That's going to be another show. There's a couple of things I want to do shows on, so we're going to work all this out. Just keep up with me and come back and you'll see those other shows. So that's the merchant clothes. We'll give him some boots and gloves and the Mirak robes. So, that's okay. I don't see anything really great about it or bad about it. So there you go. Now, if you like the Nightingale, this is really a buff Nightingale here. I think it looks pretty good. Noble clothes. Because you must be noble to wear the noble clothes, right? Anyway, I'm just showing that for a moment. We're going to move on. So I always liked this outfit, and now look at that. They've made him really, really big. That's why they're calling it the Norse God version, because you really look big and chunky. Which is cool. I'm not putting it down. I think it's cool. It adds a nice flair to things. Now there's the orc armor. Let's see. All the Sijic, even they will look a little buffer in their robes. The red robes, which is really kind of not the red robes, but we'll let that go. Let's see, what is that? The refined tunic? Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Let's go down to the Saber's Hide. Okay, that's what that will look like. Look at the scaled. That looks good. That's the horn armor. Not much different. There is some different in the skirt area of this, though, for him. And I don't know what else to call that but the skirt or kilt area. So it is slightly different between the two. Oh, here's the skull. So when he's wearing this, he will be all... That's fluffy there, ain't it? I'm all fluffed out in my my cold winter garb. Now, this is supposed to affect all the DLC, so the stall rim armor also. It does look like it's been changed to fit this body, near as I can tell. I'm not always the best judge, though, I know that, but still. And the light armor looks good. What else we got going on? We got the steel. Oh, we got the two steel armors. One with the no shoulders, and then this has the shoulders, which looks a little better. Am I wearing the god ring? Hold on. I didn't realize he was wearing that. The stats on all this stuff is crazy because he's wearing that. But we're really going more for the appearance anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and just take that off. I must be wearing that by accident. I was out in the wild. I didn't want him to die. So. Yeah, we'll just put this on and take that off. There we go. Now we'll go down and you'll see the normal stats again. So, sorry about that if you've been seeing crazy stats. It really doesn't matter. Because we're really looking at the appearance of this. We're not really going by the stats at this time. So, okay. So anyway, we got some boots and some gauntlets. Let's go with the Nordic gauntlets. I think that suits this. See? Gives you a better look, a better buff look, I think. There you go. There's that. Steel plate. Yeah, I think I'm liking this. This is pretty good. Let's go down. Let's look at the storm cloak. Okay, that's good. The studded armor. Which looks a lot like the scaled, I suppose, but nonetheless. Tavern clothes. He's got tavern clothes. Some robes and boots. There's those robes. And these robes. Now these, is that not some flushed out robes? Look at that. That is crazy. That is some fluffy robes there. Yeah, this is more fit to him, and then these are more, I mean, they're still, they did this intentionally, but I mean, look at this. This is like super fluffed out. He's like really, really big. This is the hooded robes. Looks good, though. I'll tell you, that looks good. And this is the unhooded, of course. Again, looks good. Looks good. This is the thief brown armor. I think that looks nice. Let's see, we have the dark, which I think we sort of saw this earlier. And then we have the gray one. There we go. That looks good. And then we have the vampire stuff. Looks pretty good. So let's see. This is the second one, just a slightly different color variation. The third one, another color. And then this is the royal. And the royal, you'll notice they buffed it out a little extra. It looks good. So the little shoulders and stuff make it kind of a little more. Now, if we look at the wolf, which I always think the wolf looks good anyway, but that looks nice. And really, that's it. For this mod, what we're looking at is the body and the clothing replacer. And that's the main parts. Other than that, I mean, we could go through and look at, hold on a second, let me show you the body again. Now, other than that, we could go through and look at some of the presets, but I don't think it's going to make a big difference. Yeah, you can lose my changes. I think you're still going to see a lot of the same. See, I don't think the presets really matter that much. It's still the same faces and all that. So, I don't think that's a big deal. hit finish there. Let's load up the race menu and let's choose like the Nord, just as a variation here. I'll show you this. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry. Let's get away from that. There we go. Okay, so presets down here. First, let's see the Nord. And then if we do the presets, yeah, do my presets. So mainly what we're looking at is more the body, not really so much the faces and presets. And you can adjust the body up and down. So that's the main part of this. That and the armor and clothing replacer. I'm just going to leave him as is. Alright, so this has been the HIMBO Norse God, and I think it says vanilla presets. Basically, this has been a body and armor and clothing replacer, and it seems really good. Now, it does not have a skin texture. As you notice, it looks like it's using the vanilla skin texture, but we can get skin textures from other places, and I'm going to do another show on that. Plus, I think we could possibly use Master B's version of this body, either above or below this, depending on what you want, and you would get a different skin texture. Let me show you in my load order what I'm preparing. I have Master B's body down here, and there is this here. What we could do is rearrange our load order a little bit so that these skin textures would be above this all-in-one, or we could lower this all-in-one down below that skin texture. Matter of fact, let me do that, and we'll come right back. So give me a moment. Alright, so this is our guy, and I'll show you what I did in our load order. You'll notice the skin texture is a lot better. The feet look a lot better. You know, overall, he just looks a lot better with this texture. This is a much better texture. I'm just showing you this here. Now let me show you what I did in my load order. Alright, so what I did was I moved HIMBO down below my texture. Now this texture comes complete with a body inside it. To overwrite that body, I put HIMBO below it. So I'm getting the HIMBO body, but since HIMBO doesn't have a texture, I'm still getting the tempered skins texture. I just had to move something. And this is the way it goes. Sometimes you have to decide, I want to get a certain effect. One mod needs to be below the other. Now I decided I didn't want to move my skin texture mod way up into my armors mods. So I decided to bring HIMBO down low. And this way too, I know nothing's overwriting HIMBO. And I know that the armor changes, you know, the mesh changes and all that will be good. So I felt like this was the better solution for me, just to put it below my skin texture. And in this way, you can use tempered skins, which I like tempered skins. But, you know, it does come with its own body, and that gives you some complications. But in this case, I just brought HIMBO down below it, because whatever's lower is going to win out. So I'm getting the HIMBO body and the armor and clothing replacer, and I'm getting the tempered skin texture by moving that down here. Normally I would put things like this. Well, because HIMBO is a combination of mods, it's saying normally is a little strange. I like to keep my body mods really up here, and then I like to keep my armor mods up here. But in this case, I've had to change that up and do it differently to get my texture to show through. But I really like this look, and you might see me using this in the future because I like this. The way it looks and the way the vanilla armors look scaled to this body. I might even mix it up and try some variations to see what I think of that, you know, with the different textures. So maybe that'll be something we'll try in the future. But for right now, this has been the HIMBO Norse God vanilla preset mod. Very good mod. I like the way everything looked. And yeah, this was actually pretty fun. So I might come back to this again in the future. Alright? Okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. And I will catch you later. So I want to acknowledge these people who donate to the channel, who support the channel. They put their money where their mouth is, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you to these folks, and thank you to everyone for watching and supporting the channel. This has been an OwwThatSmarts production.
Wow. Stupendous. Wonderful. Terrific. Yay.